one, because longevity. I mean, they've been involved with boxing for so long. I mean, Grandad started our gym, as it is now, as Bredbury Steelworks 44 years ago, I think it is now. So a very, very long time ago. We started off in, well, when I first went, it was in the local leisure centre at Bredbury Leisure Centre, and you had to put the ring up and take it down after every session because it was used for other things, which was, as a little kid, you know, quite exciting for the first few weeks and then just a nightmare after that. But, you know, that's such was the commitment of Grandad and his coaches to put it up and down every, you know, all the equipment every single week. And then they moved into the place that we're at now, and we've been there for, you know, over 30 years now. And, you know, just in the last, I think it was 3 years ago, we changed the name to it was Bredbury in Stockport for a long time. And then we changed it to the Roy Richardson Boxing Academy and named it after Grandad, because it's, you know, it's such a long time to be involved with something. Of course, my nan, you know, initially her role was predominantly organising everything, because it's not just what they've done in the club. They've been on trips, you know, taking the boxers on trips to New York, Cuba, all over Europe, Canada, you know, some incredible places for kids who'd never even been out of the, you know, the local area. So they've given them some phenomenal experiences. Grandad very famously has taught a few of the boxers to read, you know, because he was really big on that. It was a big thing to him. And if they couldn't read, you know, it'd help them to read. Some of them have even stayed with them when they've fallen upon difficult times. So I think the thing to me is that, yes, they've done a lot around the boxing, but it's what they've done for people and the community and individuals, particularly young people and young lads predominantly, obviously, that's quite amazing. And then my nan's role now has gone into also being involved with the shows. She's on the Northwest Board. She does timekeeping, recording. So I think the amount of stuff they've done, and for the years that they've done it, is what's pretty incredible for me.
And you've said as well that now, with everyone is struggling a little bit, that they're desperate to get back to the shows. And it's such a tough time for amateur boxing, particularly because of, well, there's nothing happening. And again, you know, they've been doing it for so long, and, you know, and at their age, I think you've mentioned before, it's such a social thing for them. It's such an important part of their life, isn't it? It's
huge. I mean, sometimes nowadays my nan will go to the shows on their own because Grandad's got Alzheimer's, and, you know, obviously it affects him. And so if my dad's there or others who nan knows that, you know, she can sort of help keep an eye on him while she's doing the timekeeping and recording, she will do. But then there's been many times in the last couple of years when, you know, she's sort of left him with my mum or my auntie, whatever, and they've you know, she's gone off to the show, which gives her a little break, because it's really tough being, you know, caring for somebody all the time. But also when they go together, you know, Grandad loves it. I mean, everybody loves him, and often you might get a tap dance at one of the Xboxers events or at the shows, and everyone knows them, and, you know, that they're very fondly thought of, and they just love the boxing community. I mean, Grandad loves boxing, absolutely loves boxing and boxers and all the people involved with it. And so does my nan. It's a huge part of their life. So yeah, they're really missing that social interaction, the community. And I know that when people have been in touch with them, like, you know, ringing them and checking up on them, it's really meant a lot to them. And that's really, you know, what's a great thing about our community, is that they do look out for one another. It's quite special in that way, I think.